So I can also make chef's tools, which is mixing bowls, juicers, bakeware. That requires me to cook some bricks and things. So over in Tinker's Toys, it wants me to make 2 iron ingots. So what I can do is switch over to the iron, and I can start pouring out iron ingots. And this will give me a huge amount of iron, because I've got 18 ingots sitting in there. And will also let me start to get down the lines of power and machinery, automated workbenches. So there's all sorts of quests that this is going to open up, because I'm going to have access to metal. The other thing I can do is make Tinker's tools out of metal, and that's going to be very useful as well. There is a way to increase the efficiency of my cobble farm now that I have a fast axe, because this got haste on it. So you'll see if I mine this, then when I start mining, there's actually a kind of a pause. It won't work with this one because it's not quite fast enough, but later on you can actually have a double deep. So you'll have a cobblestone gen and another cobblestone gen here, and you'll be able to mine the two, then they'll both come back and you'll be able to mine the two again. So let's have a look. Where is my next? That needs me to make an angry doll to get hold of a blaze. That's to kill monsters. Storage Wars wants me to make pretty storage. That should be reasonably easy to do, because that requires wood. So let's see what pretty storage requires. That requires 1 oak drawer, 1 2 drawer. So it requires me to basically go through the sequence of making them. So drawers. 1 chest surrounded by wood. Easy peasy. 1 chest with wood. So that one's done. Now it wants to make me a 2 drawer, and a 2 drawer should be, yep, 2 chests. Boom, 1 2. Need to go and grab some more wood from my wood farm. You'll do. And then it wants me to make a 2x2, which is 4 chests, as you can imagine, in a... Oh, no, that's an upgraded one. A 4x4, so that's 4 chests. So I need 3 more chests. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And across wood. And that's that. And then it's going to ask me to make half chests. So half 1x2, a half deep 1x2, which that's a sorting one. I want the normal one. So basically I'm using slabs now instead of normal wood. So I need 6 more chests. There's 4, 5, 6. There's those, and if you use mixed woods, it should always revert to being... it requires slabs everywhere. Okay. If you use mixed woods, it should always revert to being an oak one, because that's the base one. So if you use mixed slabs and planks, then it should always revert to being the base oak. Boom, 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 and boom. And that should complete that quest. There we go, and we get 4 more drawers. The drawers are useful at times. You can set up a nice little storage system. To be honest, the compacting drawers are a little bit more useful as far as those go, but it does open up tool storage and fancy upgrades for me going down the line. And it also opens up another couple of quests later on. There's an infinite water source that we'll get to in a bit, and then there's machinery, mob hunting, Thorncraft, botanical engineering, and all sorts of more complicated things down the line. But for the meantime, let's get working on a power driver, so a stone generator. A stone generator should be... Oh, it requires an awful lot of redstone. Okay, so this now comes to, we have to start sieving dust and sand. Dust will give us redstone and materials like that, and sand will give us seeds and some sand. So let's look at an auto sieve. Ah, there we go. We have an automatic sieve. So I need Invar, I need Electrum, I need Silk Mesh. So actually this looks really complicated and difficult to do, but in reality this is gold, one piece of gold and one piece of silver, or two pieces of gold, two pieces of silver, and some iron and nickel. So it's not actually that difficult to put together. And it just requires a bit of sieving gravel to get hold of the gravel for it. So we've got nickel, we've got iron, we've got gold, and we've got not enough silver, so we're actually running low on silver. So that will be the kind of target I go for as far as when that gets done. In the meantime, I will and wood to make a pickaxe. I will actually get my cobble gen going. I've got the bits for it. I might as well set up my miner to become a cobble gen as well. And I will set up my stone miner here as a cobble gen. So I need to put the lava upgrade into it. I need to give it a source of fuel, which in this case I'm going to just make some charcoal for it. And you'll see that it's a very slow sort of ticking across to make and yes, I am making a bit of a mess wherever I go, I know. It is the nature of me when I start a skyblock. Everything becomes a mess, and then everything becomes tidy later down the line. Flint pickaxe, that I'll need for making gears. And then we make a flint pickaxe. I need a cross binding. So, cross binding. Then we go have a stick, and the stick becomes the cross binding. And then we go pickaxe, cross binding, stick, pickaxe head, pickaxe head, and there we go. It needs fuel. Charcoal. It needs a shovel as well. Of course it needs a shovel as well. Why does it not need a shovel? Or why does it need a shovel? If it's going to be digging cobblestone, who knows? Because it wants a shovel. Grab a bit of mossy stone. Thank you. Now you can see this is just ticking away, getting me some wood and some apples, nice and happily. Have a quart heart. Time for me to eat, because I'm running low on food, and I'll just grab some toast. You can see the toast just, boom, straight away, all the way up, nice and tasty and fun. So, is there any other quest I can get done reasonably easily and quickly? Mycelium's going to require me to sieve some stuff. Let's see if I can get the chef tools. So I need a mixing bowl, a juicer, and bakeware. So, a mixing bowl. That's a smixing bowl. We don't want a smixing bowl, we want a mixing bowl, which is 3 wood and a stick. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, and a stick. Mixing bowl. Then we need a juicer, which is easy enough. That's a stone pressure plate and a piece of stone on top. And then we need bakeware, and I think the bakeware can either be brick or glass. Oh no, it has to be brick in this one. So we need to make ourselves some dust. So if I go here, we have some dust already. And then we just bucket up some water into here and turn the dust into clay. Clay into balls and cook the balls to make the requisite 8 bricks. And this is slowly, it's dug the what? Okay, so it's dug the platform and it says it's finished, but oh, do I actually have to have it pulling out? Okay, so that is completely pointless. Because I can sit here doing this to mine cobblestone reasonably quickly as well. So I can see the point in this. So this only mines one cobblestone at a time apparently, and you have to sit here clicking. But it's a reasonably quick way of mining cobblestone. Doesn't give any experience though, so that's almost used up my flint axe and it's used up. So that is genuinely kind of useless. Okay, I knew these were useful for some reason, and that kind of shows you why it was useless. Because it requires you to sit there and click. Although I did get a couple of stacks of cobble out of it, so who can complain about that, I suppose? Other than me. And now I need my bakeware. 8 bricks, lovely. And bakeware. And this is part of Pam's harvest graft to improve my food production. It gives me some salt. The next quest is Recipe Roundup Cooking for Blockheads, which requires me to cook a book, I believe. Cooking for Blockheads 1 requires me to cook any book. Now I can actually make a book because I have some sugarcane which I've farmed recently. 1, 2, 3. And I don't have any leather, and most people will go, but how are you going to make a book without leather? That's simple enough. In this mod pack, a couple of those and a little bit of string, and I can make a book. So I need 2 of these, I need a piece of string, and I need 3 paper, and there's my book. And I can just cook the book up and make Cooking for Blockheads. So you can see that once you get a little bit of grinding done, you can start to get an awful lot of quests completing very quickly, one after another. Which is a great way to sort of jump into the actual process of making things. Is just do a bit of grinding. You can do grinding using mouse keys. For those of you who don't know what mouse keys is a ease of access system on Windows, and it allows you basically to hold down a button without touching anything. If you select the button using your numpad and then you press the numpad 0 after you've activated sticky keys, it just holds the button down. It literally just holds the button for you, and you can just walk off and let it mine from your cobble gen. To be honest, the stone cobble gen, until you have an auto hammerer, once you get an auto hammer and a pipe, that's actually quite efficient. So 1, 2. So we've got some nice juicy ingots. We've got some aluminium brass. We've got some iron. We've got all sorts of ingots ready to make things with, and we can actually start making some more ingots because we've got an empty smeltery now. But in the meantime, Cooking for Blockheads. So let's have a look at Cooking for Blockheads. Cooking for Blockheads is a kind of like instruction manual on how to cook. Select an item in your inventory. Toast sandwich, not enough ingredients. So if I have ingredients in my inventory, so for instance, fish and wheat and salt, then it tells me I can make cooked salmon, I can make bread, and it tells me how to do it. So if I use the raw salmon in my inventory, I'll get raw fish. If I cook the salmon, I'll get cooked salmon. If I use a mortar and pestle and wheat, I'll get flour. So it's a little instruction manual on how to make things, and it gives you 2 diamonds? Wow! Automatic recipes, Cooking for Blockheads Mark II. I assume I just... that's why it gives you 2 diamonds. I need 2 crafting benches, and I need to use 2 diamonds. So it actually gives me what I need to complete this quest. So 2 crafting benches, 2 diamonds, and Cooking for Blockheads. And this will unlock the ability for me to make a... Well, first off, this will automatically do it for me, so I can click on that and it will actually... Hello everyone, and welcome back. We just made this, and this does the crafting for me, so to just demonstrate that, I will cook a salmon and make a couple of bread, and make some toast. So this can... or can it just do the crafting element of it? Yeah, it can do the crafting element of it, it can't do cooking. Okay, so it can craft me items from my inventory and make me some toast. And that requires cooking, of course, so cook up some toast. So it can craft items from my inventory. And that claims me some raw mutton and another few iron ingots. So the raw mutton can go into there along with the wheat. the iron ingots can come with me. So next down the line is making myself a kitchen, which includes tool rack, sink, fridge, cooking oven, and cooking table. And this requires me to go down the lines of metal. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.